Today we're going on an off-road adventure in our new toy. We'll do a video on that. Stay tuned for that. But we're gonna take it out because we just got it on an 80-mile exploration. One of the best things of living out in the desert is we can go on hundreds of miles of dirt roads straight from our property. So we'll go about 80 miles to a couple different mines, see what we can find.
That'll be exciting.
Let's see what we can find. Let's roll.
We are, I don't know, probably a couple miles from the house, and the roads have actually degraded. We drove around this the other day because we didn't realize this was the actual road, but this is Jurassic, the road that we're planning on taking up over the mountain to find the mine today. It's kind of cool. We did a little exploring last week when we actually picked up Little R, but we had not got the opportunity to really do a ton. So this is our first real day out, and we certainly haven't hit any type of rock, which I know that this is rather small compared to the off-roading we typically do, but it's kind of fun. This little guy is great. He just kind of goes all over the place.
Wow, this little dude has great engine braking. It just kind of rolls along.
Woohoo!
Pretty cool.
And the view is beautiful. Those giant mountains in the distance are the mountains that we're gonna go over to find the mine this morning. We are just a few minutes into our trek, and you can see the hill's actually quite steep. I didn't realize. Little R's doing great. Looks like we found a little bit bigger rocks to play with. Still nothing crazy, but it is rather steep up here. It's our little billy goat. I think today is going to be fun for adventure. It's also beautiful. It's about 70 degrees.
Well, our first little rocky hill, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It just kind of bumbles over stuff. The gearing is actually fairly low. It's fairly controlled. Not as good as my old crawler, but not half bad. It's still a lot of fun. Let's see how it does here coming the rest of the hill.
There's another one right down there. The exact same one. Little puppy! Nice lunch spot, babe.
What an epic view. Well, I think we're about, what, 20 miles?
Yeah,
from
probably.
the house now, and we're way up in the mountains, and it's incredibly beautiful. It's pretty fun. That little dude just romps over all the rocks and boulders and everything. It's a little bit noisy is the only thing, but we'll see if we can find a solution for that. But heck of a lot of fun. And how great is this? We've been off-road ever since we left our house. This is awesome. So we're gonna set up our chairs and enjoy this epic lunch spot. I think this is gonna be really nice. We brought our lunch. Check out our back here. One of the reasons we wanted the little utility is because we can haul a bin, carry our lunch and stuff. Man, the sports side-by-sides, you have to get this little lunch box thing. It's so tiny, there's no room for anything. I think we have enough room. We might be able to camp out of this too. We'll see if that works out. Let's get some lunch set up. We have yummy sandwiches, some carrots and chips. Just eating right off the tailgate here. It's kind of nice to stand up.
It
after
is.
sitting around and bouncing around for
About an hour.
Well, we had to stop here because this is such an epic view.
It's
We're looking down
beautiful.
at the Colorado River, Mojave Lake area, and there's a house right on the other side of this ridge here that looks at this entire ridiculous mountain valley view, including the lights of the town down there. Holy cow, that is epic.
Beautiful.
This is such a cool ride. And over on the other side, you can see right through that little crevice there is another town. So all the lights from the night lights are probably pretty epic up here.
Yeah.
Wow, this is such a cool place. Check out that view.
It's beautiful.
This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I think we will go in low range though this next part because it's quite a hill, it looks like.
It is.
attention.
Sure you are. Sure. And the little guy just keeps crawling. I'll show you some more of the trail. Down here is a bit more craziness. We'll get Peter off this section. Ooh, there's some even more fun stuff coming up. I'm just kind of amazed at how much. Yeah, you probably don't want that line. Babe, you're gonna drop that. He's just playing around. He's getting a little off camber. Ooh, I'm actually really happy not to be in there right now. I do not like off camber at all. But this section's pretty good. The rest of it, we've been able to travel pretty quick without using four-wheel drive. I think the first time we engaged it was coming down this hill. Ow. It's very slippery here. Taco and for Donkey, it's not that big, but I think this little guy's running 30s. Peter wants to get him up to 35, but we'll see what we can do. I'm trying to walk down without sliding because it's been harder to walk than it is for Peter to drive. As you can see, it's quite a steep downhill. I'm gonna go to the edge. Try not to get run over because I want Peter to focus. Woohoo, babe! Quite the thing. Steep. That is very, oh my, there's a big drop in front of us. I'm having a really hard time keeping the camera level. As you can see, full side by side moving all around.
Oh man.
This is rated hard 4x4 trail. I'm guessing the hard is probably the fact that it is incredibly steep and very loose. We're a little concerned because that little guy right there is very pokey. I just need to make sure that that doesn't end up under the vehicle, that he either drives over the top of it with the passenger side wheel or he clears it on the driver's side. We just don't want it jamming into any critical parts. Okay, you're about to drop on the driver's side. You're about to come down. Whew. Wow, that was a slider. That was a bit surprising. Okay. Go ahead and, yep, you're gonna climb on driver's side. Ooh, that's gonna feel sketchy. You're about to come down on your passenger. Or I'm sorry, your driver.
Straight?
Straight. You are right where you wanna be. You're clearing that rock. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna come to this side because I need to know, oh, you're moving that rock now. Okay, that's okay. All right, you're okay. Keep going straight. Woohoo! Okay, the only thing I'm not sure. Okay, he's got these massive boulders that I'm now climbing down, but we've got to see. Yeah, this is gonna get sketch. All right, keep going. You want to kind of clear this side. Yep. Okay, that's good. Perfect. You're gonna have to turn driver, babe. You can't keep coming over. That's gonna have a significant drop.
Is that where you go?
Yep, that's where you want to go. Whoop whoop. Okay, straighten him out. Uh-oh. That's a little skid. Okay, try and go passenger. Passenger a little bit. See if we can clear your rock slider. You've got a little bit on your oh, good. Okay, that worked.
Get over here so you can see the profile on this thing.
Well, you are gonna do some climbing. All right. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna turn on the dip lock.
All right, go for it. That's a big rock, babe. Woo! All right. You're climbing. Go for it. You're gonna come down here in just a second. All right, that's gonna be a hard down because you've got a lot of distance underneath you.
Are we gonna hit anything in the back?
I hope not. Woo! Good. Keep at that speed. Excellent.
Woo!
Woohoo! Nice work. Yeah. You're gonna, yeah, connect with a rock slider. That's a bit of connection. Woo! Yeah, hard passenger. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That really narrow, steep, rocky section was the very beginning of the wash. I think we've got to cross this wash before we can get to the rest of our trail. Peter is doing great. The little side-by-side is doing amazing. It's more or less kind of a waterfall effect. We're definitely losing elevation quickly. I'm guessing when it rains, this thing has got a lot of water in it. I'll move him over. Little passenger. He's gonna try and take that corner without putting that bush in the passenger seat. That's probably a better line. Woo! Well, this is what Peter wants to do with this little side-by-side. It is a nice little test run. I wasn't sure. Ooh! There you go. Okay, yep, perfect. We got through that rock wash area, but now it's gotten back to being super steep. Hard to see in the video though. That is a big rock. It's also got a lot of scrapes on it. Nice work.
Woo! This little thing is a fun little buggy. It's pretty good. I think we probably pushed skids on before we scraped it up, but oh well.
I think this might actually be the end of the little rock garden wash area, but who knows? It is really amazing how well this little guy has done. And we've been discussing which parts Peter is going to change first. I'm guessing the skids are probably the first ones to get put on.
That was some serious, legit rock crawling. What a surprise.
I was very surprised, did not see that coming.
Yeah, we were just gonna go out on this nice little ride 80 miles from the house on some dirt, and then we get some awesome rock crawling.
Yeah.
This thing is amazing. It's really good. It needs a little lower gearing. Couldn't hurt to have a little bigger tires and some skids, but it's legit. It's fun. Typically steep. I know it's always hard to tell in video, but I mean, that is just about vertical shelves coming down there.
Yeah.
And if you go sideways, it gets really hairy because it's so loose, but pretty sweet. We took some pretty epic lines coming down that. Hopefully it looks cool in video too.
It's exceedingly steep with shelves going up. It's a little bit more than we have. Oh my, tire in the air, tire in the air. Wowzers.
Yay, first mine has been found and discovered. Now we are finally on our track. This is the original track that we were headed towards from the house.
We have this beautiful view. I did think when I packed lunch this morning, this is where we were gonna have lunch at. Turns out we would have been starving had we waited till here. I think we've been on the road, what, 2.5, almost 3 hours now.
So awesome.
We're having a great time. More of washboard sections, and it absorbs them pretty well. I mean, we still get bounced a little bit, but nothing crazy, and it's really nice because it gives us the ability to just kind of fly. It's pretty comfortable. It's a little dustier than we like.
Well, sadly, we had to turn around. We can't complete our route because it goes down through the marina. Apparently, our National Parks Pass has expired, and we don't want to pay 25 bucks to get through. There's a little segment that you have to drive through there.
It's probably, what, a football field before our turn off?
Not very far. Anyways, we decided we're going to go back the same way. We'll get our permit park pass updated, and then I guess we'll have another adventure out here. It'll be fun to finish this route.
We are headed back up the wash, and our rocks have officially begun. So you can see Peter is climbing up this section. This is the mouth. This is a section we actually haven't been in because we went up and over this last time because there's 2 ways. I'm not sure which is the more challenging. Woo, that looks awesome. Gonna end up going straight into our front end. There you go. Woohoo! Nice work. I know that's not the line you wanted. We found a giant rock face, which this is probably, we did the upper route last time, not realizing that there were 2 alternatives. I was thinking the upper route was the more challenging because it was really steep and loose, but I definitely think this lower route is the more challenging. As you can see, we had tire in air there. Woohoo! It's a little bit more than I wanted to do today. Just meaning that we still have skid plates on the bottom of this. And this is technically our test run out with the rig. Woo! You're coming down. There you go. All right. You're about to climb. All right. Go, go, Billy, go. This is a very tight corner with quite a bit of rocks to climb. And just based on our size, I think we're gonna have to go to the very outside edge because we'll high center ourselves on that rock right there, just because of how small we are. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Driver, driver, driver. You got it, straighten it out and go up. Woo! We're gonna give this another attempt. You gotta get a little bit more passenger, babe. Or you're in the, okay, yes, that's perfect. Crank driver now. Go straight. Go straight. Come on, baby. Go for it. Go. Okay. Okay, start turning, driver. Woo! We gotta bring you down. Stop. We've had some clearance issues. Let's see. Come on, baby, climb. Woo! It's doing it. Oh no! Woo! We might have some scrapes underneath.
I would give that a solid rating of difficult.
Yeah.
And we made it through. It was not real graceful over that one rock.
I cut my finger.
Oh, yeah, rock. We had to stack a couple rocks because we just didn't have the clearance.
No.
And then we had to keep a little gas into it just because the rocks would kick out otherwise. But it did climb it, which is great, but not real graceful. We'll have to adding some ground clearance and slightly larger tires will go a long way.
Yes.
To helping us out. What do you think about the climb coming back up that hill?
I think it's terrifying. It was scary going down, but it is even scarier going up because I was afraid of rolling back, but the little guy did great.
Yeah, we didn't get video of it, but it's so steep and so loose. We even had the front diff lock on, and it had points where all 4 tires were losing traction, but it was clawing its way up. And it's one of those that you just don't stop, because backing down, really, really bad option. And
really long.
If you stop, you're gonna have a hard time getting traction again. So just keeping a nice even speed was really key on that. But we're almost at sunset.
Yeah.
Beautiful top of the mountain. And we're headed back in. We'll see if we get in before dark.
Hopefully
there's the little guy over there.
But we still got about 20 miles to get back to the house.
Yeah. That was an epic ride. 75 miles, full dirt from our property, crazy rock crawling, amazing views. What do you think?
I thought it was great and a lot of fun. I got to drive, well, Peter would have let me drive earlier. I just don't, I'm not as comfortable with the rock crawling portion of it. But I drove us back and got us here before sunset.
It was beautiful watching the sunsets on the mountains. They were all lit up and pink. Is so beautiful riding back. And that was great. First adventure ride with that thing. I think it would impressed us for sure. We'll do a kind of walkthrough video review with this thing and kind of tell you what things we like and don't like with it. But it was pretty awesome. So give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more stuff about the new side-by-side, we'll share more if it's something you guys are interested in. And if you have any questions, post them up. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.